you take right steps so that peace can be established. And as has been again mentioned by him, that people will look after their own interest. So when they find that peace is in their interest, they will go by it. Now, here comes the question: does peace really take care of the interests of all the people? Perhaps not. In every society, there is a section which benefits from instability, lack of peace, and conflict. Now, we have in hill trucks, the little that I have been in touch with the hill trucks situation, we have in hill trucks an elaborate system of rent seeking already established. In fact, anyone who has any activity, particularly the non-locals, they have to pay a regular amount to people in uniform. They come in uniform with a gun, meaning they are not the state actors, but then they have sort of uniform, they have sort of establishments, and they seek money. Now, this is the easiest way of living well. Now, this now poses two problems. One is you establish peace so that the general population can live in peace and pursue their economic life. And at the same time, you also have to take actions so that those who have taken the easy way out of rent seeking, they find it difficult to pursue their trade. So there are two aspects of it. One is the security aspect, the other is the economic aspect. As far as I have seen and studied also a little bit, that there have been the plains people going there and settling down for economic reasons again. People who are, well, someone who is well off did not go there. Initially it was the very rock bottom of the society. People who didn't have a very respectable way of maintaining themselves, they went there in search of an opportunity. But at the same time, there were people who thought different sorts of opportunities, that using the land to become sort of rich, some in legal ways, some even in illegal ways, and we have seen those experiments. What we did not do side by side is that to ensure that the original residents of that area, they find that the activities that are going on benefits them financially and economically. If we could do that, I think the integration would have been much easier. That has not happened, and it is because of this that the animosity between the plains people who went there and the original inhabitants who are there, this animosity had developed. Of course, there is the question of, as he has mentioned, that I take a lot of cue from him, that it's not only by breadth but also by honor that you live. We need to respect their culture. We need to respect, it's a diversity we have. We have to accept that. First of all, we must depart from the fact that we all are Bengalis. We are not all Bengalis. So, আমরা সবাই বাঙালি না। বাঙালি ছাড়াও যারা আছেন, we have to take cognizance of them and we have to respect them as distinct groups with distinct cultures, with equal rights, with equal respect also. I think there lies the solution. It's not easy. It's not easy, particularly after so many years of living side by side with suspicion. We have lived side by side with suspicion for a too long a period. Initially, this suspicion was not there, but then it grew over time because we just took the course to separate ways of life and not really trying to integrate. It is possible very much that the same thing has happened to many of the plain tribes. There was no conflict between the plain tribes and the locals, but then over time we have seen that in many cases, in many cases we have become sort of antagonistic, and again with the intent of a group of people who wanted to benefit themselves from exploiting the other communities. I think we need to develop a culture in which we respect each other, we take care of each other's interest, and of course, the governing authorities need to take the lead in ensuring that. We have for a very, very long time expected and hoped that peace would return to the hill tribes. It has not fully. Well, a sort of semi-peace has existed since the signing of the accord, because we don't have fighting war all the time, but conflicts have arisen, and from very small issues, as Hafiz has mentioned, very small issues, there is a flare-up, because the basic respect and understanding is not there. If we can establish that, I think small issues will not flare up into major conflicts. And I sincerely hope that we take the right recourse to really understand the sentiments of all the people, of all the ethnicities, and course our, develop our course accordingly, so that we can live in peace with each other, and the hill tribes, with its beautiful surroundings, can become a real source for the locals as well as for the others of this country. I congratulate the author for taking the really making the efforts to write this book, and I'm sure that this will give not only a reading opportunity, but also a lot of scope for research and a little bit of eye-opening, so that we can have more studies on this, and we can really devise ways by which we can resolve the issue and establish peace in the Tejgaon hill tribes, which is all our dream.